Pio Says Graze. Pio Says Graze is a feature that's been built to help you make easier grazing decisions and also more consistent grazing decisions if you have, say, more than one person creating rotations on Pasture-io. And it's basically an index that's using pasture cover and days since grazing or harvested, and it's taking those two bits of data, and that's how it's basing its recommendations on what paddocks to be fed off next. It's also taking into consideration the total feed available, and this is just to help it make its recommendations if two paddocks have the same pasture cover and they also have the same grazing date. It'll then look at the total feed available on both those paddocks, and it'll put the paddock with the most feed available. So usually the larger paddock, if you have a 2 hectare paddock or a 3 hectare paddock, it'll bump up that 3 hectare paddock and put that higher as its recommendation. Pio Says Graze isn't for you, or you're not ready to use it yet. You can turn it off by going up to the user settings in the top right hand corner, clicking this and then going down to customize app, and then scrolling down to Pio Says Graze, and here you can see it's on by default. And if you'd like just to hide it, you can just click hidden and then go down to save all. To help you understand the colors that Pio Says Graze is using for the visual cues, you can see that the blue means paddocks that are ready for grazing now, today, and green are paddocks that are ready soon, and yellow and orange are paddocks that are approaching grazing but not yet ready, and red paddocks are not in consideration for grazing. If you wish to turn Pio Says Graze on or off with the map, just go up to the map drop down and then across to overlays. And as I said earlier, Pio Says Graze will be on default unless you go to your user settings to turn it off. So if it's on and you just wish to have it turned off for the moment, you can just go up to plain, and this will turn the plain overlays back on and take the Pio Says Graze overlay off. Now we will go up to the list, and once the list is selected, you can see Pio Says Graze is in the furthest right hand column, and it's using the colors that are the same as the map to give you a visual cue of paddocks that it's recommending. You can also just click on Pio Says Graze, and this will change the order or put the paddocks into order from least recommended to most recommended. You can then go over to reports and open up reports. Once reports is selected, you can see the feed wedge, and you can see how the Pio Says Graze recommendations play out in your feed wedge. And again, it's using the pasture cover and days since grazing as its basis for making those recommendations, while also taking into consideration the total feed available. You can then go down to Pio Says Graze here, and this is just a simple bar chart without the feed wedge, and it just shows you how it's recommending those paddocks or the visual order of those paddocks.